Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give it up for the famous Mr. Nick Bain!
I'll be honest, I did take the guy out not to rave because I'm used to performing in basements that have sticky floors. There's been a lot of chat today about like CEOs and getting shot and shit, and I was like, yeah, you know, Luigi's a bad guy, but if there's anybody who I would let unload in the back of my skull, it is that hot assassin. And it got me thinking that, like, I think the way gay men talk about hotness is ever so slightly different to the way you straight people do. You straight people are like, oh, he's cute, he's got really nice eyes. We're like, I would let him rip out my spine and wear it like a scarf. There was an archer in the Olympics, and I was like, bitch, call me Katniss Everqueen. I am following him into the forest and helping him dig my own shallow grave. I would let him crack my back from the inside like a poorly trained chiropractor. Or my favourite of all time was watching another queer comedian talking about Jason Momoa, and he just simply said, I would raw dog his shadow on a gravel path. And I think that's why we're different people. That's why queers need to code switch, because I think if I said that in the office, I'd have a very strong talking to with HR. I was in the office recently, and there's another gay in the office, and we both just looked at each other. There was a hot guy walking past, and we went, Ryan. And my boss was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh, it's really simple. The guy there, super hot, looks like Ryan, not that Ryan, the other Ryan. The Ryan that owns a nightclub. Yeah, that Ryan, yeah, definitely. Have we fucked him? No, I've not fucked him. You fucked him? No, I've not fucked him. It's fine. You got all of that? You said Ryan 7 times. We're like, yes, this is how gays communicate. It's because otherwise, we used to have the shit beaten out of us by you lot, so we had to develop our own language. Which is homophobia and not cool. But we live. In other news, has anybody else got a cool mum?
Yeah.
Woo! Cool. Wicked. My mum was so cool that I was basically Safi from Ab Fab. The only way I could rebel was to be the biggest fucking geek in the world. And I did it so well, and then she died and I became cool. I love the like, oh, also laughing, but oh, pain, trauma is great. No, she was so cool. She turned down Sean Connery. Oh, I know. She was catering a party, and she fell asleep after she'd done all the work, and Shawnee comes up to her, wakes her up. Now, this was a woman that you only ever woke up with black coffee and backing away slowly. And Shawnee's like, can we take a photograph? And I was like, well, you fucking ruined the moment, haven't you? I was like, oh, okay, fine. Jesus. Do you want to come downstairs, have a bit of a dance? They went downstairs, had a bit of a dance, it was all good. And Shawnee whispers in her ear as they're dancing. He says, how do you fancy being the next Bond girl? And Mum was like, what kind of dumb bitch do you take me for? And he went, the first dumb bitch that hasn't worked on, to be honest. And he bought her drinks for the whole night, which was kind of cheap. It was a catered party. But yeah, no, Mum was so cool that when all the other kids in school were smoking weed, she was the kind of mum that went, you know what, just do it at home. And that worked really well, because weed is really not, Jesus Christ, it is. I feel like I'm in a Wetherspoons. And it worked, because weed is definitely not my drug of choice, as anybody who's ever been to a G&B gig where I performed can attest. No, I still to this day much prefer cocaine, which for a secondary school student was really rather bullshit. Like, I'm not saying I've done a lot of gear in my time, but my autobiography will be called Charlie Says. When the film Cocaine Bear came out, 8 of my friends... Jackson, we're going to talk about being a slut in a minute.
I knew that.
How's your car dealing, drug driver, whatever. I can't believe I fucked you, you're a joke. When the film Cocaine Bear came out, 9 of my mates sent me the poster. I was like, fuck you, dickhead. Still 60 quid a gram. But also, other things have happened to me in my life, which is a shocker. I'm on my ADHD journey. I'm not diagnosed, but I'm 100% peer reviewed. And I say that because anytime one of my friends gets a diagnosis, I interrupt them and talk about myself for 5 minutes. I didn't think I had ADHD for a while, because one of the symptoms is very much interrupting people and talking about yourself and sharing a story, and I just thought that was how we Irish people talk. Apparently, English people think it's rude. I'm like, no, you're boring. One of the other things I have is I get intrusive thoughts. Does anybody else here get intrusive thoughts? Fabulous. I don't need to explain. It's really awkward when I do. One of my intrusive thoughts, and I will leave you on this, is because it's also an educational piece. I was on holiday and I was having a shower, and I just thought to myself, you can't drink the local tap water. Can you douche with it? Now, I did what any self-respecting slut would do. I am a slut, I'm really proud of it. This tattoo does not mean how far I can reach into a tin of Pringles. Put it on my Instagram, ask some questions. My friend said, whatever you do not douche with local tap water. It's really very dangerous. It's very bad for you. You can end up in hospital. What they should have told me is, whatever you do, don't douche with San Pellegrino. Actually do, it's really good fun. I'm Nick, thank you very much.